City Council was in the middle of a session to vote on a new president. Alana Purtle-Guiney then interrupted the discussion. Take a listen.
Just a day after the shooting in Minneapolis of Renee Good, there was a shooting involving 2 Portlanders in East Portland with federal agents. We are still waiting for more details, but needed to pull counselors to get a briefing and an update so that we could ensure that we were prepared to respond.
All right, we're going to get back to Mayor Wilson's statement at this point. I believe we have it in a graphic that we'll be able to read a little bit for you. Is that accurate? Okay, well then we won't be doing that. Maybe we should recap again just to get people caught up to date. We started a newscast a few minutes early today with this breaking news that began in the 2 o'clock hour. At 2:18, Portland police responded to reports of a shooting in the 10200 block of Southeast Main Street. When they got there, they found that they did find fact that there was evidence of a shooting, and that included federal officers being involved with that. Then just about 6 minutes later, reports coming from a man calling for help, having been shot. That was at 146th and East Burnside. Officers there found 2 people shot, a man and a woman, helped them with medical aid, in fact, applying a tourniquet in one case to one of those victims, and then getting them off to their hospital. And we don't know their conditions at this point.
We're learning this news just from Portland Police in the last 30 minutes. We also received a statement from Chief Bob Day, who said, quote, "We are still in the early stages of this incident. We understand the heightened emotion in Minneapolis, but I am asking the community to remain calm as we work to learn more." Of course, this is one day after a woman was shot in Minneapolis by ICE agents there.
Right, shot and killed there. And now we're going to go to Catherine Cook, who's at 146th and East Burnside for us with more details. Catherine.
Hey, Tim. Actually, we're over to clarify on 102nd and Southeast Main Street. The other scene in this situation, this is where police tell us it all began at this Adventist OHSU medical office. The parking lot behind us, you may be able to see some red crime tape. We are told that this is where the shooting happened. Portland police tell us that federal agents, Homeland Security federal agents, were those who were involved in the shooting. They shot apparently 2 people, a man and a woman. After that happened, around 2:15, police responded to an emergency call at 146th and East Burnside, where they found the man and woman with gunshot wounds. They rendered aid on those 2 people and then made sure they were able to be transported to a local hospital. We do not know their condition at this hour, but here it is very tense. I can step out of the way. You can kind of see the lay of the land. It is unclear what the man and woman were doing here in the first place, or what federal agents were doing here for that matter. But we do know that the shooting happened here and that the 2 injured parties ended up several miles away in a different area in Portland. And again, they are both in the hospital right now receiving treatment. Their conditions unknown. Certainly tensions are heightened. Folks around Portland, from just citizens out here wondering what happened to the mayor, to the police chief. And as you've been following, this has all sort of been unfolding in real time with city council members finding out about this and announcing what details they know. Certainly a lot of questions regarding Portland police involvement, but we want to be very clear. Again, they were not involved in the shooting here. They responded to help the shooting victims and are keeping the scene safe and clear. Chief Bob Day put out a statement saying, "We are still in the early stages of this incident. We understand the heightened emotion and tension many are feeling in the wake of the shooting in Minneapolis, but I'm asking the community to remain calm as we learn more about this incident." Other information coming in, we're told that Multnomah County District Attorney Nathan Vasquez is on the way out to the scene, currently trying to find out exactly what's going on. He does plan to monitor the scene and assist in any way he can, as would any officer involved shooting. That's a statement from DA Vasquez's office. But again, just sort of really learning in real time what's happening here. And again, we don't know the condition of the man and woman who were shot. We are told that they're in the hospital. And again, that two federal agents, or rather federal agents, are the ones who pulled the trigger. Back to you.
All right, Catherine, thank you. I know this happened less than 2 hours ago. I know you arrived right on scene as quickly as you could. When you got there, were there any people who had been in that area when this happened, or anyone nearby that you were able to gather information from on scene? Witnesses, perhaps?
Not eyewitnesses. Folks who were here responded after the fact. We had spoken with folks who were waiting to get their cars from the parking lot. I talked with one woman who was waiting to get a mammogram here at the medical office. Many people from the Latino community, the Hispanic leaders of our community, I've spoken with them out here. They've shared information with me that I'm not able to confirm at this time, but there is a very real reason they're out here as well. But nobody that we spoke with actually saw the shooting, heard the shooting. My guess, if I could take one, is that after the fact, police cordoned off the area and folks who were witnesses may have been taken in to be questioned, because certainly it's typical of a scene like this in which we'd find witnesses that quickly as we were able to respond to the scene after the shooting, but that was not the case today.